Hey, I'm in Schoology. We're talking about medial modifiers. We're doing some sentence diagrams with medial modifiers today. They all have medial modifiers in them. Did I say that yet? Medial modifiers. This activity is a Google Doc assignment. So when you click on the Google document assignment, it's going to open up in something that looks like this. Here's what you get. You get an example at the top, and then there was a document that came before this, but we've pretty much already taken care of most of the sentences via Nearpod Drawits. So there's a 6, a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. These are due Thursday by the time you go to bed. Let's see. So it looks like things are going to change a little bit because of Google Docs. So I'm just going to review this. I believe we've talked about this before. You can still underline the base clause in Google Docs. You cannot put an S over the subject or a V over the verb, so we are going to bold the subject and bold the verb. You cannot circle marks of punctuation, so we are going to make them red, including the capital letter at the start of the sentence. Highlight free modifiers, we can still do that. Number 5, can't really do number 5 anymore. You can't level the sentence in terms of like 1s and 2s and 2 slashes and 3s on top of the sentence, but you can do that as part of the diagram. And the other thing that you cannot do in Google Doc is draw the arrows, but you can do all the thinking associated with it. It's certainly not a perfect system, but this is the best system despite its limitations, I think. So let's try one together. Number 6 reads like this. We've seen this before. It says, the minister, a feeble-looking man with white hair and blonde chin whiskers, took his seat beside the table and placed his Bible upon it. So I'm going to see if I can do all this in 3 minutes, just to give you an idea of how much time it might take. So, what do we need? Underline the base clause. That's already been done for us here. Subject and verb, we are going to bold the subject and verb. That's already been done in this case as well. Bang, bang, bang. The minister does 2 things. He took a seat and he placed his Bible upon it. In terms of the marks of punctuation, this may seem kind of tedious, but the marks of punctuation are so important that if you don't spend some time like really thinking about where they go and how they work, you end up kind of taking them for granted, and they're such an important piece that I don't want you to forget about it. So it's an extra step, and we feel like it's an extra step, but it's an important step. So in this case, yeah, it looks good. Highlighting free modifiers. Here's one right here in between this mark of punctuation and this mark of punctuation. I'm going to highlight that yellow. So you can see that this base clause is interrupted by a medial position free modifier. Now you can't level on top of the sentence or draw arrows, but you can see there's nothing in the initial position. This starts with a level 1, and it looks like other than a level 2 free modifier, which is in the medial position, it interrupts the base clause. That's all that's in this one. And one of the nice things about working in Google Doc now compared to like a Drawit is that you can do some copying and some pasting. So here's a piece. I mean, I still prefer to type, but just trying to get rid of some of the highlighting and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the underlining. As you can see, like if you're a good typer, it might take you even less time to type it than to recopy it. And let's see, here's my base clause, or sorry, here's my free modifier. So this is a lot of work. And there's things you might forget, like I almost forgot this comma slash comma here. The minister, comma slash comma, took his seat beside the Bible. Nope, beside the table and placed his Bible upon it. So I'm gonna get rid of the underlining and the bolding just so it looks kind of normal here. Look at that, there's 3 minutes right there. And that took me a long time. But that's 3 minutes for one of them, and that's almost entirely completely done. The other nice thing about working in Google Doc is the ability to link and watch videos. So number 9, for instance. So at number nine comes along with a YouTube link, and that YouTube link is going to take us to YouTube, obviously, where you can watch one of your fellow Cardinals from years past provide you a demonstration of how to handle this particular sentence, right? Number 9, the barbecue cook. Yeah, number 9, the barbecue cook. So if you were impatient, you got done with the work, you could simply kind of just get to the end of it to take a look at, well, what does the entire diagram look like once you're done? And it looks like, there it is right there. I don't want you to think of this as cheating or a way to just, I don't know, not have to do your work. It is a way to check yourself. So much about school right now is like, how well do you really want to do? How motivated are you? If you're motivated, then you'll be motivated to try it on your own and then check yourself. And look at number 8 comes with a link, 9, 10, 11, 12. They all come with links to videos where you can check yourself. So Thursday, by the time you go to bed, you're going to analyze these sentences using most of the steps that we've been talking about. Some of them have to change because of Google Doc. You're going to diagram that same sentence here in this boxy table and then move on to the next one. By Thursday, use the videos. That's it.